taught me a few things. But
he ain't bad. Oh, okay, so I was not entirely sure who Mezio played. It looks like he's going to be rocking the Villager here versus Dr. Mario. And this is, again, we've seen a lot of the Villager versus proper Mario in Chicago, where the cape is super relevant, obviously, to deal with things like the Lloyd Rockets, deal with things like the slingshot if you time it properly. That's still the case here for Doc. However, the edge guard gameplay that Villager is known for can be even more relevant versus this character.
going in with that late nair, of course, Dr. Mario's nair gets stronger as the hitbox progresses, which is very good as it wants to contest the pellets with it. Oh, that's a shield break. He might be dead.
He's super dead. No, he's not. Did they nerf the bowling ball at one point? I swear, I thought bowling ball was stronger. Maybe it was on the ledge. That probably was it.
I think it gets stronger as it drops, but if you're on the platform, you're just not dropping it from that high.
Yeah, I think it comes down to he was on the platform and not on the ledge. Like we see it on the ledge all the time. That's where like all 90% of bowling ball KOs happen, right?
Yeah, it gets stronger with more velocity, but it just didn't have the space to get it going.
Yeah, it was stuck on the platform. So Mabel trying to find their way in with things like these falling neutralers and back airs, as Marios are known to do. But the problem is if you're off on your spacing by just a little bit, the slingshot is right behind you. So you have to be very exact with how you jump in.
Mezio playing very guarded right now, knows that up smash will be very close to killing and not too far away from back throw kill percent either.
Okay, getting a little bit of lucky with that with the turnip, as is tradition. You know, those 3 turnips, they show up exactly when you need, unless you're Panda Bear.
I've seen Panda pull some clutch triples before, so wouldn't rule that out either.
If you asked him, he wouldn't agree. Oh, okay, that's the spot where you usually see a bowling ball. And I think that even if the bowling ball didn't kill, it would have knocked Doc far enough away that he would have been dead. Yeah. Okay, find that landing there, punish with the up smash out of shield. Good stuff here for Mabes. Evening up the stock count 2-2.
The problem with Mabel now is that now that they've been back into a corner, you know, Mezio already has a pill, so has the ability to convert off of it as well if he so chooses.
But the problem is, you got to find a way through this slingshot wall at the moment. Okay, crossing up behind the up smash. The up smash is a pretty slow move. It does have a large hitbox though. Okay, a couple of up airs gonna buy maybe some space. But as soon as the reset happens, oh, okay, the reflect on the Lloyd Rocket stopped an up smash in the middle of charging. That, I think, is Mabel getting away with murder a bit.
Yeah, it bailed him out of the multi-hit, but
oh, that's a dead Doc.
That's a Doc without a jump. Oh, no, wow! Okay.
Shock, and confirming up the pill on the roll! Mabel making magic happen from certain death to certain victory.
I mean, that just tipped the scales of the entire match. Swung the momentum from one side to the other. Beautifully timed air dodge as well, rolls right before Mezio can cover the distance.
Good trade, but that air dodge does sneak by. Mezio did have a chance to punish with like even the lightest hit of a slingshot would have ruined Mabel's day on that recovery. But Mabel, again, maybe playing a little bit with house money on the spot, right? You thought you were dead, now you're very alive and you're very much in the stock lead, so going for some risky stuff like those dares off the stage.
Yeah, back on the wrong half of PS2, that's a life-saving tech from Mezio, but the fact...
Oh. Huh? What?
Strange. I think he was just trying to position himself to tech again and may have just been inadvertently holding outwards there because Doc has rage and that's strong, but I'm not quite sure it's that strong.
No, I think Mabel reversed it.
Oh, he might have.
Because it matters which way Doc is facing on the Dr. Tornado. So I think Mabel, you reverse the down B to turn it around, and maybe if Villager was expecting the tech and then didn't, and then maybe DIing wrong in that instance, that could have been what happened. Because that was like under stadium. That was almost in the spot where like Pokemon Trainer wall clings. That was so deep.
And if that is the case, then Dr. Mario was going under the visual part of PS2. So if you're Mezio, you have to be paying attention at the very beginning of the animation to see which way he's facing.
Mm-hmm. Super ambiguous, super strange chaos. That is the weirdest Doc Tornado kill I've ever seen. And I've seen some strange ones now. We've been commenting Mabel here at Ignite for a little bit.
I mean, they'll take it to the bank any day of the week.
Oh, yeah. So the Kalos we go, just create as much space as possible, I suppose, is Mezio's game plan here.
And projectile war early on in this one.
And trading those little bips and bops out of shield. Not really any big confirms yet for either player, but it's adding up slowly but surely over time.
And part of that is just a byproduct of Kalos, one of the largest stages in the entire rule set here.
Mm-hmm. Using all that space to your advantage, both of them are. And the high platform allows for some bowling ball shenanigans. Oh! Sneaking by the Lloyd Rocket. That does take a little bit of time to start up. And good awareness from Mabel that if the Lloyd Rocket was started there, the Doc Tornado would just go straight through it.
Lovely cage usage as well through it, and they're just out of reach of the up air.
Mabel now slowing the game down. Like this is the spot where if you're a villager, you wanted to be in this position where you can just kind of throw these slingshots left and right, but now Mabel gets to throw the pills away and just take their sweet time.
Yeah, Mabel's just run up shielding, and because villagers grab, it is long reaching, but it's not the fastest in the game. It doesn't really have the ability to go for anything off reaction. You have to read it.
And that's gonna slow down the shield pressure as much as possible, right? Oh, but is a jump gone? I think the jump is gone, which means this should just be a dead Doc. Yep, does not even matter. If you're Mabel, you take that just extra % that you got off the up B anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the sheer amount of effort that took, and lovely DI to the corner.
Yep, using all the space that Kalos affords you, but falling up there, almost enough KO as well. I don't think Villager gets too much reward off of filling the pocket, so I don't think that's really going to stop Mabel from doing any more of that stuff. Like some matchups, the pocket threat takes away things like we talked about in the Meister matchup, but not too relevant here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple confirmed, but none at this percent.
And playing things slow at the ledge now is Mabel. In some matchups, you'll see Mabel go way out. We've actually seen it a couple of times where he goes out really far with the up airs or with the tornado. But now with this lead, just I think wait for the ledge trap.
We'll pocket that Lloyd. Doesn't give it a double Lloyd. Instead, just extends it right away.
The Lloyd Rocket is kind of weird. So, you know, even in matchups with reflectors, villagers don't feel afraid to throw out the Lloyd Rocket because they can pocket it right back. But then when you throw the Lloyd out of the pocket, it still has the startup animation, unlike any other projectile the villager pockets, right? So anyone can react to the Lloyd Rocket, if it's villager or it's the one who's reflecting.
Actually gets both hitboxes up to get up attack, so Mabel's shields can be low for the time being, but will not matter as long as he's in advantage.
Oh, and using that ledge jump to the fullest extent is Mabel, allowing Doc to go much lower than they could on really any other stage. Okay, down throw up air is not going to lead to a KO yet, but this is that scary % at the ledge if you're Mezio.
There you see the double Lloyd, yep.
Mezio gets the grab, and he didn't turn around that forward tilt in the right position, unfortunately. Would have created a strong ledge trap opportunity or an edge guard opportunity. And okay, here's Mezio's chance. Gets the platform going. There you go. One stock apiece in game 2. Mezio's bracket life is on the line in this one.
Yeah, the strong hitboxes with the slingshot coming in just a bit late on the tree, and it's to his detriment. Mabel sneaks past and finds the up smash, and even with the high ceilings and Kalos, it's not enough to survive.
Good stuff from Mabel. That was that game 1 was very back and forth between the two of them, and clutching it from the jaws of defeat, as they say. But Mabel looked in complete control there in game number 2. I think that Kalos counter pick, he was very comfortable on that stage. You saw things like the wall jumps down low, allowing Doc to go much lower and like further off on the edge guards than you might expect, and just playing really clean. So that will get Mabel into top 12. One more to go for top 8, of course, but